Hey everybody, it's Sebastian. I'm back with another video for you today. I have Philippe here from Une Nuit Nomade, one of my favorite French fragrance houses or perfume houses. And I'm here at TFWA in Cannes. This is 2025, October 1st actually. So I'm happy to sit down with you to finally talk to you on YouTube here on my YouTube channel. So thank you for doing this.
Thank you for your invitation. I'm very happy just to be part
Yeah.
of a new video of your passionate and sharing about perfume. So it's always an honor for us.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for doing this. So I do want to start off at the beginning. I believe I discovered your brand in 2019 at Jovoy, and I sampled the fragrances, but I didn't buy anything at that time. But fast forward to 2021, in San Francisco, there's a shop called ZGO, and at that time, I bought a bottle of Jardin de Misfah because I fell in love with it, and it was at the height of the pandemic, but lockdowns, and they opened up the stores and everything. So at that time, I was sampling fragrances because during lockdown we couldn't really do that. So I fell in love with Jardin de Misfah. Then I fell in love with a lot of your other fragrances, but I just, like I said, I discovered it in 2019. When did you start the brand?
It's a very long story, but I try just to make it a little bit shorter. With Alex, my business partner and co-founder of the brand, we met each other when we were working in the music industry in Universal. Alex was A&R, I was head of marketing. And the industry was a little bit decreasing, so we decided just to start a new project. And at the beginning, it was a short line with body cares and a hint of perfume. Under another name of the brand was Une Nuit à Bali, a nomadic night in Bali. And we decided in 2017 to become a complete maison de parfum under a global brand name, Une Nuit Nomade, and to start what is our philosophy is olfactory nomadism, just to create some collection, poetic collection with a hint of Parisian chic on different kind of destination, and just to explore that destination and to open senses. So it's how it starts, and we build the whole brand with added some new destination and new collection. And 1 year ago, we have created a different kind of collection with a different kind of storytelling. Long way, just to achieve all that.
So just to let everybody know, Une Nuit Nomade means one nomadic night?
Exactly.
Is that what it means?
Yeah.
Why that name?
Why that name? We wanted just to talk about travel and just to inspired by travel, but in a different way. And we love the stories that in the 50s, the very chic ladies travel, long time travel. And at the beginning, the first main inspiration was Bali. So they started from Amsterdam just to reach Denpasar. And it was a very long journey just to join Denpasar. And they could just stop one night in a different place. We have this sensation just to have one night, one sensation, one impression. So a nomadic night is just you stay one night and you feel different kind of things, and the day after you are always on a new trip, you travel to another place. And that's how the destination came to our mind. And just to say, we're gonna have some short collection for each scent. They're gonna be a very dedicated storytelling. And we did also all the illustration part of our DNA of the brand. And that's how the idea came up.
Okay. So you guys had your start in music, because I come from a music background as well. I did not know that you guys worked in music first. So,
yeah.
And do you find a connection between music and fragrances?
A lot.
Yeah.
The vocabulary, the fact that you talk about the notes, the accords, parfumeur, as what we say in French, orgue à parfum.
Oh yeah. Perfume organ.
Perfume organ. And Alex was A&R, and so she spent a part of her life in the studio, and it's very important just to choose the good engineer that's gonna give the touch, the kind of sound. It's exactly the same when you have an idea of a perfume and you want just to find the perfect nose that's gonna express your story.
Yeah. So when you launched your brand, what fragrances did you launch with?
The first one,
Yeah, the first one.
Fleur de Fleur.
Oh, does it even exist anymore?
Yes.
Oh, it does.
Yes, it's still existing. Fleur de Fleur that has been signed by Karine Chevalier, because the first destination that we explored was Bali, Indonesia, and we wanted just to have a perfume tribute to the sensation that we had at night walking in Seminyak, so it's a part of the Bali island, and with the strains of the ylang ylang and the jasmine flowers. So we wanted just to have that kind of tropical bouquet flowers with all that powdery and woody base notes. So it was the first that came up, and we always remember that when we briefed Karine, we didn't know anything to the perfume world.
Okay.
So it was very poetic. It was very, I think, a little bit obscure, abstract for her. But yeah, and it's still a very important fragrance for our collection.
I don't think I've ever smelled it.
Well, you should.
Maybe I should. But let's go to Jardin de Misfah, because when I discovered your brand in 2019, I don't think it was launched yet, right?
No.
Yeah, because I remember smelling a lot. One that stood out was Mr. Vetiver, from what I remember.
One of the first.
But at ZGO, I discovered Jardin de Misfah. It was an instant love, so I bought it at that time. Tell me a little bit about that fragrance.
Jardin de Misfah has been signed by Jerome di Marino.
By the way, I met him last night for the first time at the Room 1015 party. And he came up to me and said, "Are you the perfume guy?"
He's a really talented nose for sure. When we met him in Takasago, he has done at this time some few fragrances. It was, as you probably know, still under the mentorship of Francis Curgian, because they were all together in Takasago.
Oh.
We read an article about him, his passion for the Middle East kind of sense, and we said, this guy seems cool. And as we try just to explore new destination, as to collaborate with nodes that maybe are not all as the well-known as can be other perfumers. So we met Jerome in Takasago, told him that we wanted just to do something about Oman, because Oman, with the storytelling that we want just to tell, was a destination with a lot of different very interesting parts. He said, I don't know Oman, I have days to take for vacation, so I'm gonna travel for you guys in Oman alone.
Oh wow.
With a driver.
To be inspired?
To be inspired. And he was written his first formulation and inspiration direct to Oman, to Takasago. And when he went back, there was this special accord of Jardin de Misfah.
Oh wow. And
he wanted just to work on the date accord. And as you probably know, it's impossible just to take a date and just
to extract it, huh?
To extract it. And all this poetry with this luminous eau de rose, with this syrupy almond and date accord, and it was exactly the expression of the Jardin de Misfah. The Misfah is a village in the north of Muscat. When you enter in it, it's kind of cornucopia, figs, apricots, palm trees, roses. And it's exactly this sweet, luminous floral, and it's one of our bestsellers for sure, because when people just start to smell it, they were very impressed, because it's really original.
It's unique.
And it's totally the talent of Jerome. For us, it can make that kind of accord, and we are very happy just to go on collaborating with him, because his imagination has no limit.
Yeah. You know what? It's inspired by the Middle East, but to me, it doesn't really smell like a Middle Eastern fragrance, because on the market, we have a lot of Middle Eastern types of fragrances, oud and all these kind of fragrances. This is truly original. It's almost like taking the West and the East, marrying it together. It's totally unique. So it doesn't blend in with other Middle Eastern fragrances, so it doesn't smell like everything else. That's what I like about it.
Definitely, because it's our point of view from Europe, France, Paris. Okay. So it's our way to express it. So I think that we have kind of red link between all the destinations. So definitely with Alex, we can give our DNA in each fragrance that we decided just to launch or to choose, or the noses that we want just to combine with the spirit of a destination.
So is that the first time you worked with him for Jardin de Misfah?
Yeah.
Because since then you've worked with him quite a lot more.
Now,
Yeah.
It's a nose that has an important part in our development, for sure. We did at the same time Jardin de Misfah, Ambre Kanja, and Sun Bleach. The three in a row.
Those three came out together.
Yeah, and a Sun Bleach also is in the, when you say you treat Middle East oriented idea and destination, and Sun Bleach is also something very different when you expect just to work on the Middle East, because it's a clean scent. And the idea of Jerome and the story behind is really, really cool, and it's exactly a fragrance that has its dedicated place in the collection.
I see. So you have a couple of fragrances here. Let's talk about Sugar Leather. Who created that one for you?
It's Fleur.
It's Fleur.
Anne-Sophie Bergal, that also has a
Fleur. I danced with her a couple of nights ago.
Okay, that's cool.
I know her too.
Yeah, it's a good dancer and good
she
friend
dances a lot,
for dancing. It's Anne-Sophie is always someone good for that, for sure. And it's also a very talented nose. We started. Fleur has also a very important place in our story, because Suma Oriental and Mr. Vetiver have been signed by Amélie and Sophie.
Okay.
And Sugar Leather, it was the storytelling was in our minds since long time, because we wanted just to talk about the nomadism in the Oman's lands, and it's also why we have choose Oman in the different kind of Middle East regions that can could be treated, and because it's all the story of the caravans of the camels that come from Mogadishu to Zanzibar, and the fact that at the end of the trip they're just faced with Arabian Sea, and with the white dunes, the sugar dune, because the sand is so white that you have the sensation of the sugar. This story we had in mind a long time, but to be honest with you, we made some tries and tests, and the final result was not good. And Sophie came with this accord, and he said, it's exactly what we want for Sugar Leather, because there is all the stopovers during your road on nomadism, and you have some bargains with spices, so the cinnamon, the sun is high, and the saddles on the camels are hit by sun, so the leathery note, and they arrived on the white dunes, the sugar dunes, so this note of the caramel is the end of the trip. It's exactly great. And the balancing of this fragrance, I think, make its success for sure, because it's not too leathery, it's not too sweet, it's not too spicy.
It balances out.
And all together works so well.
And the name is so clever. I love it. It's a very catchy name. Who came up with the name?
No, and it's very difficult just to find the right name for the right fragrance. It's always tricky for us. We try just to find always the proper name, and not to be too linked to the ingredients or raw material. We love the poetry when it can be. Yeah. But Sugar Leather, for sure,
it works.
We know what we're gonna smell. It's not a citrus; it's a Sugar Leather.
Yeah. That's great. So it's one of your more popular fragrances.
Bestseller at this time. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about a few more fragrances. What we have here: Nothing But Seen Sky and Sun Bleached. Those are both popular for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know Nothing But Seen Sky a little bit more than Sun Bleached. Tell me a little bit about Sun Bleached.
So Sun Bleached is a part of the Oman's collection. It's a tribute to the whiteness. It's a clean scent.
Can we smell it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we haven't smelled anything on camera, so let's start with that one.
Yeah.
We should also tell them that you have new labels.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this big change. So it's clean scent, so very aldehydes, but still in oriented treatment, Middle East treatment, because of Jerome has created kind of imaginary flowers bouquet, so very white flowers bouquet, so it's you have that whiteness also, plus the myrrh and the white musk, because it's still very white musky. And the idea behind the scent is it's very interesting, because it's a tribute to Muscat. Muscat is the capital of Oman, and during the summer, and Jerome came back with this sensation, It's so wide, the wall are so wide that you have to blink your eyes. So it's kind of purity. It's like it's very sweet and so beautiful. But the other part of the story, every day the driver of Jerome came to the laundry to pick a pile of dish dasha. The dish dasha is the long white tunic that the men wear with the golden pompon, and they plug the pompon every day in the perfume to have the pompons that balancing around the neck and spread the perfume.
Wow.
And the laundry scent
in
the car gave the idea to Jerome to say that I want just to express that kind of clean scent that I have every day during my trip in the car, and this so beautiful whiteness of the capital. And this is sun bleach, and it works very well. Last summer it was one of our big bestsellers.
It's a clean one for sure.
Yeah,
clean and white musky.
Yeah, but clean with something still floral and musky. It's not the clean sensation when you go into a laundry or your wash machine.
Oh yeah, it doesn't smell like that.
It's not like that.
No.
It's quite different. I think it's why it's original, because there is this difference.
Yeah, beautiful, very clean. Yeah, and also fresh too.
Yeah, and long lasting. That's something quite very interesting when you work on that kind of notes. Sometimes it's very light, so airy, and
so it has good longevity.
Yeah, it's longevity for sure.
Let's quickly smell sugar leather as well. It's been a while since I've smelled it. It is such a great name.
Very addictive.
Sometimes you hear a fragrance name, you forget it, but this one I've never forgotten the name. So it's quite catchy.
Yeah, and very addictive because it's comfortable. There's something sweet but with a personality, and it's very funny because we discovered that this fragrance is very popular on the young generation of male, that go into the perfume world.
Oh, really?
Want just to wear something very different, and sugar leather is one of their reference.
Okay.
There is Baccarat for sure, but we are not at the same level and the same stage. But I think that we are in that kind of family. I love cinnamon, but I don't love cinnamon when it's too strong. And for me, it's the perfect stage and the combination between the leathery and
You mentioned it's balanced. It's perfect. There's the right amount of cinnamon, right amount of sugar, and right amount of lemon. The only thing I'm remembering is, do we have any dates here?
No.
Because I thought maybe there might be dates since it is inspired by the Middle East once again. It does have a little bit of a datey kind of touch, but oh well, we can smell it, but it doesn't have to be there.
On Jardin de Misfah for sure. On Sugar Leather, it's less obvious. But no, I think it's a sweet, obvious fragrance, but with a character, personality. So, and when you spread it, more and more people just want that people just ask them, "What are you smelling?" I love it.
Yeah,
it's more and more present. It's why you want just to express something that it sticks to you.
Yeah,
Sugar Leather, it's that kind of fragrance that is, it's very present when you wear it.
Yeah, and I love the Fleur team. They do such great work.
Yeah, but we try just to collaborate with some noses that have a very large imagination and can combine accords or raw material. Just want to play with it, just to have no limit, and just have technical skills for sure.
Totally.
But all the other creativity, and just to propose things that you have not smelled before. It's more and more complicated because there are a lot of launches and lots of different propositions.
A lot of them, especially here. I see them all.
We challenge every day with Alex just to say we want just to explore new kind of olfactory territories, but we don't want just to do what the other. That's why we always say that we are not blocked in a ivory tower and always focused on Une Nuit Nomade, and nothing exists apart of Une Nuit Nomade. So we go and smell very often different kind of launches, and because it's very interesting, inspired to us just to see what's
going on,
apart of what we create.
So let's quickly smell Jardin de Misfah as well. And by the way, if you guys haven't seen their strips. They're really cute with the drawings on them. And I remember noticing these the first time at Jovoy, like back in 2019. So it really stood out for me.
Yeah, and
Who designs these?
we have in our life, I can say that, from the beginning, Roxane Lagage. We met him at the beginning of the stories that I told you about when we left the music industry.
Okay.
And she's doing quite all the DA with us for sure, but all the illustration, all the font, all the logo, all the packs is coming from her talent and genius of drawing and be poetic. She get completely our DNA. So now it's a very easy process to when we have just to do things new with her, because most of the first sales that she sent to us, we said,
wow,
it's perfect.
It's nice to have someone like that. Yeah.
And the idea of these blotters, it was just when you are in store, most of the time it's white blotters. You have 15 in your hands and you don't remember what you have smelled.
Exactly.
And it's a mess, and you throw in a garbage and you said, okay, it was funny, but
perfect.
So you have the story. So and the story, as we say, we are storytellers and not travel guides. It's very important to us that you get our words. It's short words, but it's our words. So Jardin de Misfah is spicy fragrance, but it's this eau de rose with the almond and the date accords. It's totally imaginary date accords that Jerome has created.
It's beautiful.
And the hint of saffron. So it's linked to the Middle East, but with something that is kind of creamy. It's luminous. People that love Jardin de Misfah always told them it's luminous. It's the rose that blossoming. Takes time to blossom and surrounded by that syrupy, almondy and date.
It's gorgeous, yeah. We actually featured that in our Scent Club kit some time ago.
Yeah.
So
it works very well.
Yeah, thank you. So we should talk about Nothing But Sea and Sky, and then talk about your rebranding of your bottles.
So Nothing But Sea and Sky is a part of another destination, is Montauk.
Montauk in the New York area?
Indian towns close to New York, and the first step when we decided just to create something about the destination, that's why we say that we are storytellers. It was a story with Andy Warhol that in 70s decided just to leave the art of Manhattan because it was too crowded, too noisy. He wanted something a little bit more peaceful. So he decided just to take the road with his manager and his best friend, the stepsister of Jackie Kennedy, Lee Radziwill, the very famous Lee Radziwill. They came to Montauk and he discovered a fisherman place with a lighthouse, nothing more, and the Memory Hotel. And he said, okay, it's kitsch, but I love the place, and decided just to buy a mansion. And from this point, Montauk became Montauk. Very privileged, very hype, very VIP, very artistic, all that kind of evolution. So we have created some of the fragrance with this on this collection, and Nothing But Sea and Sky, also signed by Fleur and Anne-Sophie Berger.
Wow.
Yeah, she's really talented.
So 2 and 2.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
So these are your most popular, the 4 that you've displayed here? From your brand?
Except on some on
Extracts.
On the Extracts collection, but yes, definitely. And Nothing But Sea and Sky came from a poem from Walt Whitman, very famous American poet.
Yeah.
And he wrote a poem about Montauk from Montauk's point, and there's some few lines where he said, during the winter in Montauk, there's nothing but sea and sky. And so it's white because of the white musk. It's very cocoon. It's sandalwood, but with the creaminess of the sandalwood, with the start of bergamot. So it's fresh at the beginning, like the first snowflakes. You're alone on the beach in Montauk. You want just to get back very quickly into your mansion. There's no one on the beach. But there is this whiteness, and we want something like a scarf around the neck, and Nothing But Sea and Sky as that kind. It's very, very short formula, that Anne-Sophie did, but it's very impactful. When you smell it, you say,
it's very cozy to me.
It's very cozy.
Yeah, I love it. It's clean and cozy. Can we smell?
Yeah.
So we have 3 fragrances inspired by the Middle East and 1 from New York State, huh?
That's what we decided just to introduce today, but we have another one on Bali and some other few on South Africa, because this is the 4th destination that we have created about the Cape. So you have to start with the bergamot, so it's very citrus, but after a while you have the sandalwood and the white musk. It makes, sometimes people just smell like coconut, but it's the sandalwood and the white musky, and it's very round and it's very
so beautiful. It's so clean and cozy. There's some greenness in there, you think? Something figgy?
Maybe something figgy or vegetal, or something green. Yeah, you're right.
But beautiful.
It's more a personal fragrance. It's something that's gonna have not the strong projection as people sometimes ask very oftenly, as you probably better know than me. But it's definitely part of our journey and the kind of fragrance that we want just to express. And you can see the illustration. It's very it's a very sweet blue, and the snow, and there's very few characters that are walking on the beach.
It paints a picture for sure. Yeah.
And it's very beautiful, because when you have all the, imagine you're in a store, you have all the cards. For us, it's the idea just to have the kind of postcards that you want just to send to a very close friend or family, but also the sensation that you are in a train, and you different landscapes that you have just to face for.
So tell us why you did the rebranding. You were not happy with the original? Because I liked what you had before.
It's not a question of that we were happy or not. We wanted just to create something different, and with the time to get a link between the whole collection. And because we just noticed that there were some color codes that fit perfectly with the brand, is the dark blue.
Okay.
Because the dark blue is the first colors that you have in the sky between going into the darkness of the night.
Okay.
And when the sky become black.
Okay.
So dark blue is the sensation of a night, plus the gold and the liquid gold, that's sensation of kind of luxury. And when we have launched 1 year ago the Extract collection, we wanted just to have a combination that when the 2 collections have been introduced, there's a red link between the 2 collections.
Yeah,
so sense. The idea was just to have one same kind of labels, but with a new font and kind of and calligraphy that Roxanne did very well.
Yeah.
Or the Nothing But Sea and Sky, the way that it has been written, it's something that fits to what we want just to express. And we change the cork, and in dark blue, magnetic dark blue like that, with the name of the Une Nuit Nomade, UNN, because Une Nuit Nomade, it's quite complicated.
Yeah, it's a long name.
Or we need a big bottle. So it's UNN with the star, because the star is always the connection with the night. And for us, the thing that we love so much, that when you turn the bottle, you can see the illustration that is dedicated to the fragrance, and it fits more and more with when you have a dark juice, because you're gonna have a perception, but you have just to wait that the juice coming down to have the global illustration. It doesn't mean that you have to spray a lot just to have the illustration.
All right.
But after a while, and maybe we hope that you want just to keep them if you want just to have some different kind of fragrances on Une Nuit Nomade, because that collection makes you have a different kind of perception. It's gonna came up in 2026. So
this is
the change.
It's changing next year.
It's a pre-revelation. It's just a teaser.
Okay, all right. So it comes next year.
So you have the teaser.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about your extracts.
Yeah.
So you have the latest Chemin D'Amande.
Yeah.
Which we actually have a feature in our Scent Club kit, like we did with Jardin de Misfah.
Big bestseller.
So it's become a bestseller for you.
Yeah.
What is it about the fragrance that people like?
So the Extracts collection is based on legends. So only on the fact that we want just to be storytellers, we have picked some legends connected to a destination. So for each of the 4 fragrances existing in this collection, there's a dedicated imaginary story, because this collection is more focused on the mysterious, the strangeness when you are deep into the night. That's why we have left the bottles with this dark blue, and there's the connection on what we're gonna change on the EDP. And Chemin D'Amande, all the collection is signed by Jerome di Marino.
So yeah, but tell me what it means, Chemin D'Amande?
Almond Pass.
Almond Pass.
Because it's linked to the Portugal and the Algarve Valley. Between the thousands of almond trees, there's a pass that you can take, and a lot of people just love to visit the Algarve Valley because there is this pass amongst the almond trees. So it was the idea. It's in French, so yes, it's Chemin D'Amande, but sometimes the French
it sounds beautiful.
Can sound beautiful.
It's hard to pronounce, but it sounds beautiful.
The story behind is very incredible, and I'm gonna make it shorter. It's about a king that is reign on the kingdom on the Algarve Valley. He comes in the Northlands in Norway. He came back with richness and prisoners. Amongst the prisoners, there's a queen, Gilda. They fell in love together, but after a few months, she became sick. Nobody in the kingdom court knows what kind of sickness she has. And after a while, someone came to the king and said, I think that she's sick from the north. Maybe the cold, maybe the snow. The cold is quite impossible to get in Portugal. But a farmer just had the idea just to plant in the winter thousands of all those almond trees. And he said, at spring, take your queen in your arms, go on your terrace that's surrounding the valley. In spring, when the thousand of almond trees blossoms with white flowers, she said, the queen, I had the sensation of a snow coat, and she became better.
Oh wow, beautiful story.
All the Chemin D'Amande story. So it's bitter almond with absolute of wheat brown plus unctuous vanilla. So it's milky, it's luminous, it's white, it's delicate, it's totally addictive.
Very
addictive. It's milky, it's so sweet, it's so
good.
So good. It's so
Can
good.
we smell it?
Yes, for sure. So we have different blotters for the extract. So there's a little symbols that explain and express the fragrance, plus the dark paper.
So this is your 4th extract.
Yeah.
And you launched 3 together at the end of last year.
Exactly.
And this came out in the spring of this year?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Hey, you know.
I keep track.
So you have the almond at the beginning, but you have the cereal nuts, so it's very sweet and cozy. But always, it's sometimes I hope that I'm not too much in the repetition, but the balancing. It's not too cereal, it's not too almondy. It's vanilla, but not like
It's too much. It's not too much vanilla. And what I like about this is originality of the wheat. It's I don't experience that much in fragrances. I mean, you have the bitterness of the almonds, but it's that wheat that does the magic trick.
It's like a milk, almond milk, but the thing that I love is that for me it's delicate and still elegant, and for us it's very important. Sometimes when you have a fragrance that can express a bit of sweetness, sometimes we say, okay, it's sweet, but I want something more chic, and Jerome touch, it's still delicate, and you have this sensation of the white flowers of the almonds that coming down slowly, and the fruits in your
falling
hands,
down the tree,
and you have a very fresh milk glass, and
it's comforting too. It's a very, very comforting, and there's a little bit of a marzipan effect there. And it's creamy, but you can experience the texture of the wheat. And
definitely, it brings you into a souvenir of memory of childhood, and you know how the memory works with fragrance. You take. It's always getting you back into a very souvenir or something very special.
Yeah. Totally, yeah. Such a great fragrance. This is actually featured in our latest scent club kit, I should say. So if you haven't sampled it, discover it with the box. But let's talk about one more extract. We already spoke about Jardin de Misfah.
Yeah.
So you made an extract of the original.
Yeah.
So what are the differences between the two?
Same but different, as we love to say.
Yeah.
Jerome proposed the idea on this collection just to bring the EDP eau de parfum to extracts. It's very complicated work for a nose. I think that we wouldn't do it if with Alex we didn't smell that there was a kind of DNA, but it bring you into something different. And especially because of the darkness and the mysterious of this collection of extra. So Jerome just said, I replaced the eau de rose by an absolute of rose and essence of rose that have some more syrupy facets.
Okay.
He had in the top notes davana. Davana, that it's a herb that's
beautiful herb.
Yeah, blossom around the sandalwood trees, has something like a fruit in maceration. And to the almond and the dates accord, he had honey touch. So it's more darker. It's definitely less luminous. It's definitely sweeter, but
doesn't it have a leatheriness about it too?
I don't get the leathery notes, but maybe we all smell different things, and that's the magic of a fragrance. And for me, it's I would wear more easily the extract, to be honest.
Okay.
Because it's more deeper and it's definitely a little bit stronger for me. So I fit more with the extract. And both of them are working quite well, because some people that love Jardin de Misfah came to us and said, Jardin de Misfah eau de parfum can be my daily routine. Jardin de Misfah extract, it's more maybe when I have a gala or something like that, I want something a little bit more punchy.
Makes sense.
It makes sense. And
daytime, nighttime.
Yeah, and we had a discussion with François Hénin from Jovoy, that is a very beautiful store in Paris, and he said that for him the extra got something quite more different that he prefers.
Yeah, it's punchier.
Yeah.
So then we have Estrella de la Mañana, which is an awesome, very dark, leathery vanilla fragrance. Not a gourmand.
Estrella de la Mañana is a shock, olfactory shock. It's unsmelled fragrance to us. We had in our hands the Estrella de la Mañana long time ago when we started to work with Jerome about it. And with Alex, we said maybe we could launch it because it's complex, it's audacious, maybe it's too niche. You have sometimes a lot of doubts, but when we work on each other, we always have this addiction. And for us, it's always a good sign when you want just to smell it and smell it and smell it, even if it's complex. So the story behind Estrella de la Mañana is also something very cool story. It takes place in Mexico, Veracruz, so another destination. It's kind of Romeo and Juliet. There's a king. There's a lot of kingdom stories in our extracts collection.
Sounds like
a lot of dramatic and tragedy for sure. He has a daughter, Estrella de la Mañana, morning star. She's very stubborn. She's supposed to become queen, and during a day, she hiking in the jungle, she falls in love with a prince deer, because he has some wood on his head. The king has heard about this love affair. He didn't like it. He decided to sacrifice the two lovers and launch his priest to hunt them. And it says that hanging each other from their blood tears coming into a soil, a very small trees came out, covered by 1,000 flowers in the shape of stars, burn itself, and by balancing into the wind, the first vanilla pod appears. This is the legend. So we came with this story to Jerome. and he did Estrella Mañana,
Mm-hmm.
which is, yeah. And obviously, we were very happy with it because we had the chance just to compete this year on the Fragrance Foundation Awards in France, the 50 Awards, and we won the prize with this fragrance.
Wow, congratulations.
So it was something very important to us because it was the pride of long work and not easy job that we did together with Alex. And because we love this fragrance so much, and because it was for Jerome very important to him just to get that kind of prize, and because it's unsmell, it's cacao powder, bitter resinoid, plus the birch essence that gets this burnt wood or cold fireplace or animalic. Plus after a while you have this very greasy and unctuous vanilla that comes. So for me it's a cloud. You're in a cloud between a bitterness and sweetness. Very addictive, it's strong.
Very addictive.
When you wear it, it's something. I experienced last summer just to wear it even when the days are very warm, and wow.
It's super strong too.
It's super strong, but it's super original. It's unsmelled.
I have to be honest, a lot of people have tried to do something like this since this came out. I've smelled a few. I think yours is the best. They have not accomplished it. It went too dark and too rubbery and too smoky. There's a balance here, just like we spoke about with the sugar leather. And it's not too smoky, but it's a lot of smoke.
And when we are at the beginnings, as we had the sensation that it was maybe too niche, we tried just with Jerome to say maybe add more vanilla or I don't know. And it was always unbalanced and too obvious. And we said, no, but this is the original.
This is the one, yeah.
This is the original. And it's dark, and it's a way just to treat the vanilla differently, and it's something.
It's dark, but you know when you're in a tunnel, you could see the light at the end that is exposing the sweetness.
Yeah.
So it's not just fully covered in dark. It's some sweetness there, so it's actually perfect.
Yeah. I love this idea. You are in the dark tunnel, but you see the
light
at the end.
Yeah, you do. What is the reaction with people expecting to get a gourmand and they're like shocked with the darkness?
I don't know if they're expecting for a gourmand because we never pretend that it's a gourmand. We always say that it's an unsmelled fragrance. We always say that there is a bitterness. We always say that it's very animalic, woody, strong, smoky. So I think that they heard about it in a different kind of ways. When you want to prize the perfume lovers, want just to see what kind of fragrance it is, because if it want to prize it, there is something happen, and it works very well. It's a fragrance that in our collection is on the top of the shelf. So it's very important because it's what we think niche could be, should be.
Yeah, exactly.
You have just to take some risk. And maybe it's easier now because people love fragrance so much that they are more educated than in the past.
They're willing to.
So they smell a lot of different kind of things. So maybe it's a surprise, but it can be acceptable and wearable. Because we want also that all our fragrances can be wearable. It's not something that we are doing for Alex and I, and we don't care about the rest. But this is very special. I love it so much. To be honest with you, it's one of my favorite because it's
awesome.
Yeah.
Do you plan on making other extracts of your older fragrances? Because I know you did Jardin de Misfah. You don't have to tell us anything, but is that something you might have in mind in the future?
There's things that we have in mind in the future, but we are not sure that it's could work.
Okay.
We're gonna work on it. We want just to launch a new extract in 2026 for sure, and we think that we have the good idea. But Jardin de Misfah was there was something that came into our mind that makes sense. But at the Extracts collection, we want just to make things new with a very proper storytelling.
I see.
But no, there is one or two on the EDPs that could be treated in another way with something very original. in the Extracts collection. But for the next year, I think that it's going to be something totally new.
Okay. And it's going to be in the Extracts collection, not the EDP collection.
We're going to work also on the EDP.
Oh. So you'll have something for each?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, because it's very funny because time is passing very quickly. But we noticed with Alex that in the last EDP launches was in 2023, Sugar Leather and Love at First Sight.
Yeah.
But in between, we have just to launch the Extracts collection. It was a very complicated job just to do with the new setup of the bottles, the different shape of the labels, the bowl, the magnetic bowl, all the packs, and the juice for sure. So, but we want just to make the all the parfum collection live again and just
don't drop it.
Yeah, don't drop it. Yeah, it's very important. So
great. So, anything else that we should expect from you guys in the future?
I hope beautiful fragrances. Hope that we're gonna keep our DNA. Hope that we're gonna be all very also fond of the collection and the Une Nuit Nomade's storytelling. We try just to make our best. We try just to make things different, just to create in the good way, not to do too much. And just to still keep in the loop the fact that there's something different, special.
Yeah, it's a great brand. Thank you for releasing awesome scents.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
And thank you for taking the time to sit with me and talk.
No, it was a pleasure.
We've been trying to do this for a while, and it happened at 8 a.m. after a long night of partying.
No. Thank you, Sebastian, just to invite us just to talk about our Une Nuit Nomade, and because you're our great support from long time. To the brand.
It's a great brand,
and we want just to be thankful about that because you are part also of our story. Because you talk about perfumes in the very good way. You take time. You know what you're talking about.
Thank you.
And and it's very.
I try.
Yeah. But you try. It's really good, and it's very important to us because your voice to the brand with your community, and normally your community is very strong, and they believe in you, they trust you. So. We have the chance that you are talking about Une Nuit Nomade with positive words, so your community is loyal to us, and it's very important.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or comments, definitely add it in the comment section. And the fragrances, we didn't talk about the availability. I know you're sold at Lucky Scent and of course ZGO. I'm assuming you have other doors in the USA among the rest of the world as well. Yeah. So how many stores can people find your fragrances in the USA?
I think something like 13 or 15 doors.
Okay.
Yeah. We have opened new doors in Atlanta. It's coming in the coming weeks. We are in Nashville. We are in Dallas. We are in Geneva.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're out there.
Yeah, more and more. Yeah. Because there is a demand on Une Nuit Nomade, and because we hope that we have done some fragrances that is the fragrance lovers.
So wear.
So it fits.
Great. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.